Guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing a sweat-proof makeup tutorial, especially for oily skin. So guys, as you all know, the summer is around the corner, so we want to make sure our makeup stays sweat-proof as possible. So we're going to be discussing what to use and how to use them. So first things first, your primer. You have to prime your face as much as you can. So my previous videos, I always prime before and after, but you're going to realize that in this video, we're going to prime like at almost every step of the way, like before applying foundation, after applying foundation, after applying your concealer, we're going to prime just to keep our makeup in place. We don't want it to move. So what I'm going to advise is make sure you use very minimal products. Don't put too much stuff on your face because if the weather is really hot, you don't want your face to be too heavy. So you want to use little foundation, little concealer. So you want your products to be minimal. You don't want to put too much on your face because it's really hot out there, guys. So first I'm gonna prime my face. I'm just using my hands to press that into my skin because I don't want my makeup to go anywhere. And one thing you want to remember, guys, is to try and use waterproof product, like waterproof foundation, waterproof mascara, anything waterproof. You want to use it during this summer, guys, because it is hot outside. So next, I'm gonna go in with my primer. It says from Melanie. I'm just gonna go with that and prime all over my face. So we want to keep our oil under control because it is hot. And you can moisturize your skin before using this primer if you know you have dry skin. Dry and oily skin, you can moisturize your skin first. So I'm just priming my skin with this oil control primer. So next, I am going to be using my foundation. And one thing you want to bear in mind when choosing your foundation, especially for summer, try to use foundation that has SPF products in them. That simply means sun protection factor. So I'm just going with my foundation and then blend it all over my skin. Do not forget your neck, guys. Whenever you're blending your foundation, remember to go down all the way to your neck because we don't want our neck to be too different from our skin. A lot of times we just focus on the face and we forget about the neck. And I mean, we want that even distribution from face to neck. So now that my foundation is well blended into my skin, I am going to go in with this makeup finishing spray. No, not the finishing spray. I'm gonna go in with this setting spray and set the foundation in place because we want our makeup to stay put, not to move, guys. Remember? So I'm gonna let it dry up for a little bit again. So now that it is dry, so I'm just gonna go in to highlight my under eyes, like so. Like you wanna keep the products minimal, guys, not too much on the face for this summer. And now the center of my chin. So before I start blending my concealer into my skin, I am going to set this again with this makeup setting spray. So I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit because since we want our makeup to stay in place, so usually in my previous video, once I highlight my face with my concealer, I just go right away to blend them. But because we're doing a sweat-proof makeup today and we want everything to stay in place, so I'm just going to let this concealer dry up a little bit before I blend it into my skin. And you're going to see the difference with that because we want our makeup to stay put. So I'm just going to let this dry up for a little bit and then blend it into my skin. So now that I think that my concealer has been sitting for a little bit and it's dry, I can go ahead and blend it. So I'm just using my foundation brush to just blend it into my skin. I mean, this is optional, but I do it all the time. So next, I'm gonna move into my contour. If you remember, your contour goes like directly below your cheekbones, not too far down, just like so. Bring it all the way to your forehead. And this is really dark because it's a contour. If it was bronzer like in my previous video, you were gonna notice it's gonna be lighter. So your bronzer is always gonna be a shade lighter than your contour because contour, you're defining your face structure, while bronzing, you're just adding warmth into your skin and creating those shadows. So it's definitely going to always be lighter than your contour. So I'm gonna use my beauty blender and then just blend it into my skin. And I'm gonna use a smaller brush to just blend it into my nose. And then I'm taking it all the way to my brow line. So now I'm just gonna go with my contour powder and then just powder everywhere that I contour. So this is just a regular contour powder. Just contouring all over where I mean using this powder all over where I contour my face. So now I am going to set all the areas I highlighted in place. I'm going to set my concealer in place with my translucent loose powder. Now I'm going to use my powder brush to just give it a little, not too much. This is not excess. And then I'm going to go in with this waterproof powder from Clinique and just set my foundation in place because we want the makeup to stay put. So I'm just using and just going all over my face to just set the foundation in place. Now that I feel like everything is set, I am going to move into my bronzer. And then you want to remember with your bronze, you do not use the top of your brush, guys. I know I've said this like 50 times. You do not use the top of your brush. You use the side because you want to control the bronze. You want to control where your bronze is going. So instead of using the top of your brush, you use the side, like so. See that? And then for my nose, I'm gonna use a smaller brush. And then just so for my highlights, I am going to use, it's still from Wet n Wild. And just give my face a little glow like so. And with your blush, just a little bit towards the apples of your cheek. You don't want to do it too much because your makeup is going to look crazy. So now I am going to go in with my makeup finishing spray and then spray the last spray because we've been doing a lot of spraying today. So guys, now that the face is done, I'm gonna move into my eyes. I took a word and then grab out the excess and then start in circular motions. If you watch my previous video, and my eyeliner as well. So as always, I'm gonna be using my tweezers to apply my lashes. So I am going to use the same shade I used on my outer eyelids for my under eyes with my pencil brush. And I'm gonna use my round brush to give you some highlights. So we're gonna move on to the lips. I'm just gonna be using this nude lipstick. No, I'm not using any lip liner today. So guys, this is the final look of this tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, guys, do not forget to give your girls a big thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel. And do not forget to hit the notification bell down below. That way you will be notified each time I post new videos. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye.